Thank you for stopping in. And, just another myth, man. Just another day talking mythology. But I learned some stuff, man. I've been studying, doing a lot of this research to look out for my guys out there, right? I know my audience is primarily male. We love women to come in. We're hoping to grow more in that direction. But in the meantime, I wanna impart some information on some of the guys out here who have been supporting the channel. It's very, very important, right? And I'm gonna break some stuff down to you. Now, one of the mythologies, the things that I've been learning, I just want to get my live set up, right? I'm just making sure I'm all okay, there we go. So one of the things that I really wanted to kind of talk about is some themes I see in mythology, right? And we know a lot of themes or a lot of stories about like how dangerous is it out there for women in the mythological world, right? I always go back to the story of young Persephone, right, who gets kidnapped by Hades, right? And we hear the stories about Zeus raping, like lots of like violations. Medusa got violated while at work, which should have been a workers' comp situation. But let me tell you, mythology has taught us one thing as well, that these ladies that are in your life, the women you might pursue, girl you might, wink your eye at or something like that, the girl you harassed or, whatever it was, you had a bad date with her or whatever. They have mechanisms to which to get you back, right? And I'm going to talk about some of these. Now, mythology, these are different cultures here. Every one of these comes from a different culture. But they got a common theme. And that's what we look for in Nine World Chronicles is what's the common theme. Well, the common thing here is that every single one of these women up here will kill you. They're all extremely deadly, right? And I'm going to teach you how to avoid getting caught off guard by one of these mythological monsters of womanhood, right? And here's the thing, man. Every one of them is crafty. Like this is gonna sound old hand to you guys. Now, everybody knows to be up on the succubus, right? The succubus is like the first one out there. Kind of a vampiric type of creature, and the succubus will lure you in with amazing looks and then, do you dirty, right? Usually a succubus is gonna take some time with you. But these four that we have up here, that's not gonna be the case, right? Up in the upper over here, right? Orehu, and I've done a profile on these. These are evil man killers from Arawak mythology. So that's right here, ancient for North America. And what these beings are, you can see them there, man. They're look like native women, very beautiful, right? They're associated with the rivers and the lakes and the oceans, all the places that you want to go, all the places where you want to be at. And if you saw such a beautiful brown-skinned Native American woman in what they would be calling a bikini at that time, you probably would want to go and hang out or spend some time with her or at least go and talk to her, right? And that's what they want you to do, right? Because even though they are beautiful brown-skinned Native American women in bikinis, they're also man killers at the highest order, right? And here's the thing. Here's how they get you, right? Because they're crafty at this stuff, man. And you guys are easy. I'm trying to teach you guys all to not be so easy and not to walk right into said traps. And there's a ton of them around. So this is the first thing you have to pay attention to. These women typically are kind of out near the foresty area. They're not near high populations, right? You're going to find that's going to be a common theme on a lot of these here as they go about hunting their prey, which is you, right? Guy, right? Now, these women here are said to be very vengeful. So I don't know who did them wrong. Somebody broke up with them, didn't take them to the prom. I'm not sure what the hell happened. But you know what they do to make up for it? They get revenge on every other dude that they catch, right? And dudes who treat their women wrong. Like if they sense that you're a guy who doesn't treat your woman right, you're one of those kind of guys, they're going to get you. And they're going to get you in the simplest, the easiest way. You're going to be walking down the path. You're going to hear the bubbling of the water, right? It's going to be all nice. It's probably a hot day. Then you're going to hear them, right? This is very similar to the story of the sirens. You start hearing them, you hear their giggling voices, you hear these women, and you go, what have we here? I see 2 or 3 very beautiful Native American brown-skinned women in bikinis. I want to go over here. And they invite you to come over there. And they invite you even to go swimming. And I've heard some tales that they don't even be wearing clothes, right? You know why? Because they know you can't resist it. This is where being a weak man really comes to works against you, right? Because you're going to want to get into this water. But if you really thought about it, why would 2 or 3 or 4 of these beautiful brown-skinned Native American girls in bikinis be wanting to get in the swimming with me? Am I that fly? Right? Am I Usher? Right? Am I Idris Elba? Or am I just a regular guy? Because if you're a regular guy, this ain't gonna work out the way that you thought it was gonna work out. Because what they're gonna do is pull you in the water, and it's gonna be all playful, and then they drown you. That's what they do. They drown you. They push. They're stronger than you are, and they can breathe underwater. So you're gonna want to go down and chase them, and kind of see if you can make it happen. But I'm telling you, and the Arawak are right here in the United States. This is a Native American tribe, right? And they're gonna get you. They're gonna pull you down here, and they're gonna drown you. Why? Because, right? That's what makes them happy. They'll be very, very happy to kill you, right? That's just the truth. They're man killers. You don't get that title and not be killing men, right? Those things kind of got to go together, right? It's not like nowadays. You can get a nickname and not actually do what they say that you have to do, right? But not here, right? So the way that you avoid them is use your common sense. Are you the kind of guy that just attracts beautiful women in bikinis out to go by the river? If you're not, if you've never successfully done that and lived through it, then I wouldn't suggest that you try that again. And also keep that bad energy off of you by making sure you treat at least the women that you know relatively well, right? But I notice this theme keeps progressing on, and we see this theme here with the deer woman here. Now, this deer woman specifically is another North American mythology, right? And what she is you see, right? She's a protector of the forest and an avenger of women. And what that adds up to be is that she will fuck you up if given the opportunity. And she's got the same MO as what I talked about, right? You're going to see her, obviously she's got this red dress on. She's known for this red dress, which is going to stand out. She also keeps a secluded area. This is someplace you really got to watch out. Go to the mall, meet a girl. Go out to a public place. Nightclubs, right? Don't hang out in the middle of the forest. Like, you think you meet a nice girl in the forest? You're not going to meet a nice girl in the forest. You're going to meet somebody who's a little more diabolical, who is going to lure you deeper into the forest. And here's the thing. She's stronger than you are. So once you get you into the forest, she's going to knock you upside the head, and she's going to kill you. That's what it's going to be. She's going to get revenge for whatever you did or didn't do. You're the guy today who's going to catch that wrath of vengeance. She's going to be that wrath of vengeance. And you are going to be the wrath-e, or the payee of that wrath of vengeance. So you got to watch out for the deer woman. And I know you're going to look at her and you're going to be like, man, she's got that red dress on, and I kind of like she's got the horns, right? This is excellent thought. She's got the horns, she's got the deer. Like, everything about a deer, right, is hunt me, chase me. And that's what she knows about you. So they dig right. They don't play around. They get right into your instincts, right? They're very savvy. This should tell you something about how you treat them. They're very, very savvy. So they're going to know when you're doing something. And they're going to know, and she's going to come and get that revenge. Whether you did it or not, some guy out there did something to which she feels like she needs to take revenge for. And if you happen to show up on the set and walk into her very warm and comforting trap, which is her, she's the bait, then she's got you, and you're going to lose your life. So these are two North American cultures that are telling you right now, you need to watch out for these crafty women. Now, down below here, I'm going to go to a little one, what looks like this luxuriosus, right? Now, this looks like a 12-year-old girl, except it's not a 12-year-old girl. This is like a several thousand-year-old devil. Not just any devil, she's a devil of lust, rape, and seduction. And here's the thing. She looks like a 12-year-old girl. This is totally a trap. It's not a trap for everybody, because here's the thing. If you get caught by this demon here, this is your fault, because you should have never been on there. I understand you getting seduced by these two up here. They're grown women, walking around in bikinis and deer horns in their head, all the stuff we can't resist, right? It's like the anime girl. But if this little girl right here, this 1,000-year-old demon gets a hold of you, well then, my friend, you are something different. You're what we call a pedophile, right? We don't mess with those. So I'm going to tell you right now, these two up top, I'm sending you warnings, but if you get caught up by luxuriosus, that's your fault, and I'm glad whatever she does to you, and it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. Although she looks like a 12-year-old girl, this is a very, very powerful demon. Steven Vibes 3, what's up? Hello, thank you for stopping in. I hope you're soaking in this. Hope you're soaking in this knowledge, man. I don't want to see you get caught up in one of these viperous demon mythical chicks here, right? But I'm telling you right now, if you see your boy and he's looking at this 12-year-old demon, whatever's going to happen to him next, he deserves that, man. That's all his fault, right? Mythology is teaching some stuff. Yeah, it's teaching you some stuff, too. It's teaching you, if you got a mind for a 12-year-old girl, go and try and see what happens to you. They're on you guys now, right? So they're watching out. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to run into this 12-year-old looking demon, and she's going to change your world. Like, physically, mentally, she changes you. You probably won't live through this. And she likes the corrupted ones, man. That's why she's a devil of lust, rape, and seduction. So the more corrupt you are, the more likely you are to go after a what looks like a 12-year-old girl, the better the lesson's going to be for you. So for those everyone else here, I'm definitely going to like give you some warning, tell you to keep your head down, right? Stay away. But if you go for this, if this is what you're, none of my homies better be going for this. If you see this 12-year-old girl and nothing stop you from pursuing the 12-year-old girl, I'm glad that she got you. She did her job today, and that's actually what her job is. Now, this other lady right here, which you see the dark-haired Japanese woman, of course, comes from Japanese mythology, right? And this is called a Haruo Nago, or translate to mean the barbed woman. And I can already tell you guys what their story is. For some reason, this demon always manifests itself as curiously a really beautiful, dark-haired woman. And I'm not showing the full body shot, but they always make them super sexy, right? Soft skin, you see the big red pot, all the stuff you like. All the stuff you like, that luxurious black hair, all the stuff that they know, and she sings as well. Watch out for chicks that know how to sing very well, because they're the most seductive ones on the planet. So you can see her, right? She's lit up, her makeup's done right, looks like she just exfoliated, got her skin looking right. And you're gonna see that hair and be like, man, that girl's hair is so beautiful. It's so dark and lustrous. But you see on the ends of it, it's got these barbs on it. Those barbs aren't for looks. Those barbs are for you. Because once again, she's gonna find you in a seductive, quiet place, secluded place, maybe out in the forest, near a river or something like that. You're gonna hear her voice. You're gonna say, oh, how beautiful she is. She moves all elegantly. All the stuff that you guys simping are gonna fall for every single time, no matter what I say. I'm warning you guys now, but I'm telling you, somebody's gonna go and get hit up by this girl today, right? She does exist, right? So we know all this mythologies come from somewhere. They can just make this stuff up. So what she does again is gets you to the secluded place. Then she whips out those hair barbs on you. Those hair barbs are gonna dig into your skin, and you can't do anything. She can control how this hair moves, and now she's got you. And what she's gonna do is actually feast on you. That's what her whole game plan was: to lure you away from your crew, away from your boys, and slowly torture you, right? Hers is also rooted in some type of revenge. And they may be like, maybe the way you get this type of creature was a woman who was actually killed or some type of way violated some violent bad death. And she comes back as one of these. So you can imagine if you come back as one of these, how they're going to feel about it, how you're going to feel about things, and what you're going to go do with your newfound power, right? And they use it superbly because all you guys, most of us, are suckers, right? What did Nas say? Sucker for love. A sucker for love. And love will lead you. Love's going to get you. That's what KRS-One said. And in these scenarios here, all this beauty that you guys are seeing swimming around that we all enjoy so much, it's your downfall. It's your downfall. So this is what I learned in mythology today. These are all videos that I posted up very recently talking about this. And I just started seeing a trend. I just put them all in one category. And it was man killers. So I went back and looked at man killers. And lo and behold, look at what I found here. I see a definite pattern. I'm telling you guys, it ain't all lovely out there. We hear these terrible stories about the women getting hit up by centaurs. Well, there's some terrible stories for all of you guys too. So please be safe. I got more mythological tips to live by coming up for you soon. As always, check with the channel. I just uploaded a bunch of new verses. Love for you to check them out. But as always, hit that like and subscribe, share, do whatever. Do all the good stuff that helps the channel grow. Definitely appreciate it. We'll see you back here at 9.